Welcome to Gumbo Limbo Lane. We are Southwest Florida residents sharing our travels. This video is on the public beaches in Key West, Florida. We're covering 6 public beaches. The Key West website says that there's only 4, but we know of 6. And if you're a local resident that's aware of more than 6 or 4 public beaches, please leave us a comment below. And we're starting on the map on the far right beach, which is Smathers Beach. This is the largest and undoubtedly the most popular beach with tourists and possibly with locals. It's about a half a mile long, so it's a pretty big beach by Florida or Key West standards. And pulling up to the beach, it's all street parking. It's all metered parking. And the cost is about $5 an hour. So if you're spending the day at the beach, it can be a pricey day at the beach. It's probably best if you could get a ride somehow to the beach or walk. Key West is not very big, so it's easily walkable island. So it's nice, long, sandy stretch of beach. All the sand that you see here is imported from the Caribbean. None of this is natural to Key West. The Keys has to bring in all of their sand. The Florida Keys is not famous for their beaches. Their beaches are beautiful, but in terms of Florida, it's not known for their beaches. It's really more known for jet skiing, sport fishing, scuba diving, snorkeling, sunset tours, in Key West, drinking and eating, of course, on Duval Street, but not the beaches. And it's funny because we've been traveling to Key West for over 25 years. And on this trip, we realized, gosh, we really have not explored the beaches in Key West. So we thought we would make a video of all the beaches and check them all out. Some of these are new to us. We hadn't actually been to them before because, like I said, we don't go to Key West to go to the beaches. So if you're coming to the Florida Keys, just be aware that if you're wanting to check out beautiful beaches, the Florida Keys is not famous for the beaches per se. So this is Rest Beach, just walking down from Smathers Beach. It's also called the C.B. Harvey Park, and I would say it's more of a park than a beach, even though there's sand and ocean right there. There's picnic benches and pavilions for shade. These are the steps going down to the beach, and you'll see the beach is just really narrow and covered with seaweed and sargassum. We didn't see anybody hanging out on this beach. Lots of windsurfers. It was a pretty windy day. This was filmed in January of 2023. So this is why you don't see too many people in the water, because it was a chilly 75 degrees. Off in the distance there is White Pier. Huge pier. The locals, I think they said it's like the unfinished road to Cuba is the joke, because it's pointed in the southernmost direction, but it's a massive pier. Lots of locals fishing off the pier. And also off in the distance you see the AIDS Memorial, so check out that while you're there. And then just past the AIDS Memorial is Higgs Beach. Okay, we're taking a little intermission to film chickens on our way to Higgs Beach. This is right outside of Casa Marina Hotel. When you step outside the hotel and take a right going down to the street, you're right there at Higgs Beach. The Casa Marina Beach is literally right next to Higgs Beach. So beautiful chickens. And if you're driving to Higgs Beach, there is some street parking and it's free, but you need to get there early to nab it. And so looking down here at Higgs Pier to the right, you see that fence, and that's the Casa Marina Hotel. We actually stepped around that fence to enjoy Higgs Beach because the beach is nicer at Higgs Beach. And that little beach right there, the locals took their dogs to that beach, but that's not the dog beach we're going to feature. That'll be the next beach after Higgs Beach. And walking on, this is filmed in the morning, so that's why you don't see anybody on the beach here. But it's a really pretty beach. Also, the sand is imported from the Caribbean. It's got 2 children's playgrounds, and there's chair rentals, covered picnic tables. There's a dog park, off-the-leash dog park right across the street. There's restrooms, tennis courts, volleyball courts, barbecues, and there's also a restaurant, which we'll show a little bit later. Walking down the beach here, I shot, these are Portuguese man-o-war that washed up, so be careful where you walk. Also, when you're in the water swimming, these things apparently really hurt. They're not jellyfish. They're actually marine hydrozoan. And even though they're washed up on the beach, they can still sting you. So like apparently like weeks after they've been on the beach, they can still sting. And if you get stung, you're supposed to pour vinegar or hot water on you to alleviate the sting, as if we all carry that to the beach with us. So walking around, you'll see that brick there is the West Martello Tower, and which now houses the Key West Garden Club. That's really pretty to check out. And the Salute restaurant, we didn't eat at it, but it's gotten great reviews. And someone told us that the same people, or Ricky, the same owner that runs the Blue Heaven and the Bahamian part of Key West, owns Salute. So if that's the case, we've eaten there, and that's fantastic. So I would check this out just based on the reviews. It looks good. It's kind of nice having a restaurant right on the beach. You can freeze it and maybe see what the menu prices are. Standard Key West prices. And this is on the other side of the Higgs Beach, right by White Pier. This is an African cemetery memorial. So in 2002, they discovered that Higgs Beach was actually the forgotten grave site of 294 African slaves that were rescued from slave ships. Okay, so now we're coming up on Dog Beach. It's a really narrow little beach, in between a restaurant and a hotel. But it's nice. I think only the locals know about it, but we've taken our dogs here, and they loved it. You see, it's kind of empty today. But if you want to find this beach for your pooches, it's at the corner of Vernon Street and Waddell. And there's street parking. It's free. You just need to find the parking. No restrooms and no showers or water for the dogs, so you'll need to bring that. And no fence, so that if your dog runs off, they're in the street, so you got to watch them. But you can take them off leash and have them go swimming. So another really popular beach in Key West is Fort Zachary Taylor Beach. Now this is a Florida State Park beach. There's an entrance fee, which is $6 per vehicle with 8 people in the vehicle, or $4.50 per vehicle with 1 person in the vehicle, or if by bicycle or pedestrian, it's $2.50 per person. So this is looking at the fence at the Navy base border. So this is still actually part of the Navy base. There's the fence. And that on the other side of that fence is Straw Hat Beach, but that's for Navy only. So still at Fort Zachary Taylor Beach, but we're going to show you our favorite beach, which is a little hidden beach here. And it's on the north side of Zachary Taylor Beach. So you just have to find the path and walk it up there. And it's a little tiny beach, but it's worth it. And last but not least is Simonton Beach at the northwesterly end of Key West. It's a really tiny little pocket beach. There's public parking, but it's metered parking. And you'll see there's I think it's a restaurant serving drinks and renting chairs here. Small beach, but it's the only beach on the north end. This is the Gulf side. All the other beaches are on the southern side on the Atlantic. So this is the Gulf. It's a nice place to go here and watch the sunset and see the sunset cruises go out. And that is it.
Let me Google it, right?